Hello and welcome to EB-5 Investment Report News. I'm Ke Jiarao. Before I start my report, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm also an EB-5 investor from China, waiting for my I-526 petition in US. I hope my stories may help you. China has had a remarkable period of rapid growth since the open door policy from the year 1979. Western world is actively looking forward to opportunities in China. And there is a large number of people from China eager to discover the new life by moving to a new country. Those who are in upper middle class with good education background and high social status in China are now considering America as one of their choices to pursue dreams of freedom and a new way of life. Why do Chinese elites give up everything to start over in an unknown country? A new immigrant, Mr. Zhou from Beijing, said that he has lost confidence in China. The widespread air pollution will slump its booming economy. We need clean water, air, and safe food for the next generation. EB-5 project in US act like a bridge to achieve their dream. Unfortunately, not every bridge could bear the weight of people's dream. Seattle 520 Bridge has disillusioned all fantasy. Build a bridge, get a green card for your whole family. Advertised by Chinese immigration brokers and Washington Regional Center. The project collected about 90 investors, mostly from China, has required $48 million to purchase bonds funding the replacement for the aging State Route 520 floating bridge. Question requested by the USCIS. Could bonds purchasing really create new jobs for America? As we know, the EB-5 program was set up in the year 1990 to stimulate the U.S. economy through job creation and capital investment by foreign investors. The foreign investors will be eligible to obtain green card by creating 10 full-time jobs in the U.S. through regional centers project or direct business. For instance, running a chain restaurant in U.S. Job creation is the most important thing, which is determinative to green card in the EB-5 program. It's a fraud. Americans are liars. A Chinese investor complained with anger. The broker told us spending $500,000 would get U.S. citizenship for the whole family. They did not tell us the risks. Everything was described perfectly. There is another investor from this project spoke to us. We have spent money and time because we want to be legal immigrants. But the broker told us until we have the result of I-526 from USCIS, the funds cannot be withdrawn. No matter it is a good result or bad, it's so unfair to us. Now all of us want to take legal actions, but we don't even know who should accuse. USCIS, developer, or Chinese immigration broker? Standing the middleman's role, what Chinese immigration brokers or agents could do when the real risk happened. The money was transferred to regional centers escrow bank. We never took the money away. Also, investors signed agreements. It's being signed with taking their own risk. EB-5 project is not only for getting a green card, but also a real investment, which means all investors must have considered risk before putting money into the project. We are helping them coordinate with regional center, but we cannot guarantee anything, said by a well-known immigration agent from Shanghai. USCIS has been changing their EB-5 approval standard constantly. It confused to us. Ms. Yang, a CEO of a relatively small agent from China, spoke to us. Sometimes investors got I-526 approved successfully on the first phase of the project. But investors got RFE or rejections on the second phase, even with the same business plan. We strongly suggest investors to tour project in person, not just to make a hasty decision. She added, "What seems clear are that the collected money from 520 project was bought state bonds, but conditional green card can hardly approved from US CIS, not even mentioned to be a permanent resident. We don't care how much interest from the bonds. We only want green card. If they cannot give us green card, they must pay us money back immediately." The investor, Mr. Zhou, told us his bottom line. A bridge seems no longer the bridge. No one is able to predict how many other bridges would collapse, since there are 251 regional centers approved by USCIS. Investors should be aware of the hidden risk when making the investment. Perhaps this is the stepping stone to fulfill their American dreams. I'm Ke Rao from EB-5 Investment Report News. Thank you for watching.